Hi, this is Suzanne from www.eft-scripts.com, and I want to tap about something that I've tapped on already this morning for about an hour while screaming, crying and basically throwing a tantrum, and my poor other half had to help me through it. And I've been tapping with clients throughout the day, and so I'm feeling calmer and calmer as the day goes by, but I want to tell the story technique on this, and I just want to make sure I get it out of my system. I'm going to be hazy about the details because I'm no longer angry at the person who did this, and it would be most terribly unfair anyway and most unprofessional to give out any details, and so I'm not going to do so, but just suffice to say, well, let's start with the story, and I'll start telling you the story, and I'll stop every time I get intense and I'll tap on it. Because I've tapped on most of it already, I'm just going to start by telling the story as if it's a film in front of me. So, this morning I woke up extra early. Actually, the cat woke me up. That's why I got up extra early. I got up before the alarm, an hour before the alarm, but that was fine because I had a lot of chores to do that I needed to do, and I just wanted to get them out of the way so I can have extra time off during the day today. So I just thought if I can do this work in the morning, then I can have lots of time off during the day today and go to the gym, which I did. But I turned my computer on. It was first thing in the morning. I turned my computer on. I had a cup of cocoa in one hand, and I even remember if I had any breakfast to go with it, but I was just like happy and normal routine things. I fed the cat, I did this, I did that, I got dressed, sat in front of the computer just to get these chores out of the way so I can have plenty of spare time during the day today, and I was looking forward to a wonderful day. And then I see this email. As I think of that, I get a 7 here. Wow. Even though I have this 7 about this email, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this 7 about this email, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this probably 5 by now about this email, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this feeling just here about this email, I deeply love and accept myself. This feeling in my heart chakra about this email. This feeling in my heart chakra about this email. This feeling in my heart chakra about this email. This feeling in my heart chakra about this email. And I like doing under the nipple, below the nipple, whatever you want to call it. This feeling in my heart chakra about this email. Okay. So, I started the day, fed the cat, sat on the computer, opened other emails, started answering them, and then that email came in front of me. It's more like a 2 now. And I could see the part of it which was particularly insulting. Logically, I know it wasn't insulting on purpose. I've moved to a country where a lot of people would do the Marie Antoinette thing and say, oh, what, the people are hungry? Let them eat cake or let them eat biscuits. That kind of thing. And it was implying that I was one of those people and that, oh, well, you know, why don't you eat biscuits? Kind of thing. I'm not a poor person anymore. And it gets me because in this country your self-worth is measured by how much money you have. And so by calling someone poor or their goods or their material wealth not good enough, then you're actually saying that they are not good enough. That's the custom. It's not the... It's the way this country is. Okay, it's a thing that came from one of the most terrible things that ever happened in the history of mankind, and called apartheid, which happened in South Africa, which I happen to be living in. And I know all that logically, but to be talked down to in that way and disrespected in that way is just something this English girl is not used to. I'm half English, I'm half Arab, and I'm used to be treated with respect. Even though that email was full of disrespect and looked down on me. And I don't accept that. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though this email looked down on me and treated me with disrespect and said that the material goods that I have, or the material possessions that I have, aren't good enough. Well, I want to say to that person, F you, mate, you can just stick all your material goods up where the sun don't shine, and that's really what I want to say. And that's what I was screaming to my other half this morning. I was just saying, I just really want to tell this person, F you, you can just stick all your material wealth up where the sun don't shine and see how that feels, and I don't care, because I don't want what you have. You know, and you have no right to look down on me, or to treat me badly, or to send me such a disrespectful email, especially first thing in the morning. F you, you effing so-and-so. F you, you can stick your house and your car and your boat and whatever other possessions you've got up where the sun don't shine. F you. And just for your information, I don't like biscuits, so I'm not going to eat them anyway. F you. You take your apartheid system, which has been illegal in this country since 1993, and stick that up where the sun don't shine too. I don't approve of your culture. I will never approve of your culture. And you are not allowed to talk down to me like that. I do not accept being treated with disrespect. We have a professional relationship, and you are not allowed to treat me with disrespect. What I actually wanted to do when I read that email is I said to my spouse that I wanted to end the professional relationship. I was that upset. But really, I kind of like what that person has to offer me. And if somebody has a good product or service, they ought to treat their customers a bit better. But, you know, I really didn't want to end the relationship. But part of me did, and part of me didn't. And it was just so confusing. And goodness, I'm just watching the time because I know on this computer after 15 minutes it doesn't send to YouTube, so I'm just thinking, can I finish this before then? No, I can't. So there will be a part 2 to this. And anyway, after tapping and discussing it with my spouse for a long time, for an hour, my spouse, who was up all night working, because that's the best time to get good internet and the best time to get peace and quiet, had to get up and console me. And I had written an email back to this person which I was going to send, but I wanted a second opinion. So I wanted this person to know that they may not disrespect me. It's not allowed. I do not accept it. They've got to change the way they behave towards me. I said it very nicely. I said it was something that you could easily read between the lines though, and I made it plain that no, you may not disrespect me. This is not allowed. And my spouse said that was too strongly worded. And so together we sat down. And for what should have been a really pleasant time, talking to my clients, arranging appointments, reading emails, because I get newsletters. I subscribe to a lot of newsletters. And I get these newsletters, and every now and then there's an interesting article, and I click on it, and I read it. Maybe I watch a bit of YouTube. I say happy birthday to people that I know on Facebook, see what they've been up to. And, you know, it's just a nice time for me. You know, it's first thing in the morning, I've fed the cat, it's just a nice routine, nice happy time. And I spent it waking my other half up and having this discussion, and finally we wrote an email together, because I speak English, I don't speak South African English, and South African English is very much like hidden language, extreme politeness, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, okay, so you've slapped me, here's the other cheek, that kind of thing. And I'm just not used to this kind of treatment. And I will continue with the next part in a few moments. So please bear with me and see what happens, because it's very interesting what it turned out that email was all about. It opened my eyes to something, yet again. I'm still annoyed about it, but logically I know why that person sent that email. And I will catch you in part 2.